Hello friends, Glenda Ballett here and welcome to my craft room. I am doing a fun fold card today with you called a book gatefold card. I was given this in one of the swaps that I did by Karen Duke and I love it because it's quick and easy, showcases beautiful designer papers. Ooh. And I will be using the Charming Day bundle to finish it off. Let me just flip you around here. Here's the card. Let's wait for my phone to catch up. There you go. So Karen used Floral Impressions designer paper. And this is the Greetings for All Seasons ephemera pack. I'm going to be using Charming Day and make a happy birthday card. And this is how it opens. And this is glued together. I took it apart so I could get the measurements for the scoring. So this cardstock is scored at, hang on, it is scored at 1 1/8, 3 3/8, and 8 7/8. And I will be scoring that with you because my piece is not scored. I'm only using Memento Black ink that I know of. I haven't finished this card, so I don't really know where I'm going with it. Charming Day stamp set and the dies. I don't think I'll be using the dies. I'm using Happy Birthday because I love that Happy Birthday. And then this image for the inside. I do have out my Holly Jolly dies because instead of that circle, I'm going to use rectangle. And this die bundle has two. The die set has two rectangles in it. And I have the Purple Fine Shimmer Gems because I'm going to be using the, I don't know what this paper is called. Floral Impressions or something. I don't know. It goes with the Charming Day suite anyways. And so we have 11 by 4 1/4, and I will tell you the score marks again in a sec. That's the envelope. I have basic white 4 by 4 for the inside. I have designer paper 4 by 3 3/4, and then I'm going to cut it down to 4 by 1 7/8 times 2 pieces for the front. And I have another piece of the same designer paper. We're going to use this side, and that one is 4 by 1. Now I did have out a piece. This is Pecan Pie, and I have out a piece of Pecan Pie that is 2.5 by 2.5 for the circle. But then I decided to use a rectangle, and I just realized that I don't have cardstock. And then the Happy Birthday, I'm going to have to get a new piece of that as well, because I've completely changed things. So let me go get my Pecan Pie cardstock. And we'll see if I have a piece that I can use. There's that one. It's a bit on the biggish side. This one. Yeah, that one will do. And then my white scraps. I'm going to, I think I'm going to do this. I haven't really decided yet. So there's a piece of white. Anyways, just in case I need it. All right. Now, scoring this baby. And we are going to score this at, so it's 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 2 1/8, 3 3/8, and 8 7/8. So 2 1/8, 3 3/8, and 8 7/8. Now there is a trick to this because when you're folding it, you want to make sure there's no gap in here. So I'm going to fold This is going to go this way, like that. And then this one folds this way to open. Now I'm just going to do it the other way. All right, so now you close it, close this side and fold this side over, but don't push it down completely until you have that lined up with that, because you want to have as little a gap in there as you can. So there you go. See that? By doing that, I don't have a gap in there at all. Now I'm going to take my designer paper, and I did cut this out full size, so the pattern is going to match. But if you're not matchy-matchy like I am, don't worry about it. So this piece is 4 by 3 3/4. So it's 4 inches this way and 3 3/4 that way. And then I'm going to cut it to 4 inches by 1 7/8. So that's cutting it right down the center. Like that. Okay, and then we have our other piece of designer paper on there. Now, I'm doing a very basic card with this layout, but you can, you could do this and really get carried away and make it a gorgeous card with so many different things. Any bundle, lots of die cuts, all sorts of stuff you could do with this. And the papers are endless. Now, when you put this on, just make sure you get the bottom, get them lined up like that. And then one on the side on the binding part. There we are. So there's our card front. Now I'm going to open this up and I'm going to put glue or adhesive right here, because that's the book binding part. So it's a book binding, which is this. That is book binding, and then a gatefold, which is that. Let's glue that down. Then it opens up like that. Now for the inside, I have Memento ink, and this piece is 4 by 4, so it doesn't matter which way you do it. And we're going to stamp a flower on there. Oh, wow. Huh. You see, I got blurbs there. Oh, well, I have an idea. Now I'm going to grab my Pecan Pie and Fresh Freesia, and we'll just give this a color. So this is light Pecan Pie. Going to add a little bit of color to it. I'm not going to color all the leaves. Just going to flick some color on there. On the middle, and then and these are Stampin' Blends that I'm using here. But you don't always have to, where's my stamp? You don't always have to color with, like, you don't always have to blend with your Stampin' Blends, is what I'm trying to tell you. And then I'll take my light Fresh Freesia and do the same thing, just flick a little bit of color on those petals. like that. And then on the paper, on the designer paper, they have dark pecan pie. Oops, wrong end. Dark pecan pie, but they don't color at all. So I'm just going to dot some color in there. Now, to fix this issue, I'm going to grab my basic black marker, and we're going to turn those into, oops, that one doesn't have the good end on it. That one does. So you just pretend that you meant to make those dots just by adding a few dots around there. See? What was a boo-boo now becomes an artistic. I just knocked my marker off there. We'll put this on the inside. Oh, isn't that pretty? I like those dots on there. So there's our inside, and see how I fix that. Boo-boo. Ha-ha. Okay. Now I'm going to cut this out. And that's going to be on our front. Now I have happy birthday. Now she used an ephemera pack on this. I recently used the ephemera pack with my Timberline lady class, and there's not much of my ephemera pack left. So I'm going to do happy birthday. And I think if I do it right like that, I should be able to cut that out. Bring up my paper trimmer. We'll just trim that down. Nope, a little bit more. Trim that down. Just a tad off to the bottom. Oh, except I need to cut it in half. Oh, do I? I don't. On there. That can go on there. Now, I used the big one, but I think I'm going to recut it and use the little one. Let's see how these layer. And I used the big one, so I'm just going to recut that same piece and use the smaller dot instead. Now this Jolly Holly bundle, it's a Christmas hybrid bundle, and I will be doing cards in towards, I think next week is when I do them, and during my Facebook lives. Okay, now if I snip it, oops, I snip that in half like that, and I can do happy and birthday on there. And to do a little bit of texture in the background, where's my stamp set? There's some leaf. There's a small leaf in here. Let's do some tone on tone texturizing with Pecan Pie. You're seeing this card develop in real time, people. Well, not real time for you. One there. And one there, just to make it not so plain on the front. All right, so this is going to go on here like that. We're going to put happy up on dimensionals there. We'll put birthday up on dimensionals there. Make it a little bit shorter. All that on there. Okay. Dimensionals. And then we're going to attach this to the right-hand side. So I'm going to line this up where I want it and put adhesive here. And that. It's even straight. I'm impressed. This is a fun card. I do like it. Birthday there. And then I'll get out my purple embellishments and we will put some purple. Oh, look at that. Open it up and ooh, yes. Now, if I got my Pecan Pie marker, we could do dots on this as well. Oh, yes. How fun is this? Here we go. I'll show you that up close. You see the dots that I just added in there? Why not? Okay. Let's just get things cleaned up a little bit here and then grab the embellishments. And we will put, now these are Berry Burst, Gorgeous Grape, and Highland Heather. And I think I'm going to use these ones because they go really well. I'll just put one right there. And oops, I didn't get one. Put one over there. Put one up. Oh, down here. One down there. One there. There we go. Perfect. Now, envelope I have not done, but that's okay because I don't color it. So we'll just stamp that flower image. In the corner in Memento ink. And then I'll take my black marker and we'll do dots on there too. Ta-da! I like that technique of adding those dots in there. It adds just a little bit more some. So there's our card. Of course, this one is not sitting down properly because I didn't double double fold that. There we go. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm just going to check and see when I'll be live again next August. Monday afternoon at 4:00 p.m. I will have another great card for you. I hope you have enjoyed the book binding gatefold card, and I hope to see you soon in my craft room. Stampin' Smiles. Bye for now.